Good morning, guys. Johnwicksnipin here, and if you clicked on this video, then potentially my thumbnail got you interested in seeing what I had to say and what the catalyst is going to be to make this stock play AMC squeeze and for all meme stocks to likely squeeze. So I'm going to start right off at the top to tell you what the catalyst is, and that is to just forget about any sort of information, DD, technical analysis, and so on and so forth. Patience is the only catalyst that's going to make this squeeze, okay? The moment that we just decide to just forget about all that kind of stuff and just sit back, relax, and just wait for this thing to pop off, that's when it will pop off. But any sort of anticipation is just going to breed letdown throughout the community, and there really is no purpose. The DD has been done day one. We did that a year and a half ago. Whoever it was that found this out already did all the homework. Everything else leading up to today, and will lead up till next week, is really pointless. There's no more information that can be obtained to make you believe a time frame as to when this is going to rip. There is no time frame. This is going to happen whenever it's going to happen. There's a lot of money at stake, folks, and with so much money at stake, there's got to be the highest of highest powers involved, and at this point, there is no choice other than to cheat, okay, and falsify and suppress and not allow this situation to occur naturally and organically, which is a word you guys know I've been using for a long time. You know, a lot of what people are saying now and a lot of what we're going through now, I had already predicted months and months ago. You can go back to my earliest videos and you can see where I told you that it was highly unlikely that I believed that the powers that be, whoever's in control of allowing this to either be suppressed or allowed to run, is not allowing it to run the way it should. We already know what the deal is. We know why we hold. We know why we bought. We know why we've been here for a year and a half. And they know it too. The problem is they're trying to figure out, are they going to let it happen, and can they let it happen? See, I had always believed, and if you've been following me since the beginning on my channel, had always believed that we needed to take some sort of action and have something in our back pocket ready to go in order to fight back. And we chose not to. We chose just to sit on our hands and not do anything and just, you know, keep looking at catalysts and dates and so on and so forth, when at this very time right now we would have some sort of action ready to go and fight back. I mean, could you imagine now, after what the SEC put out in that mocking video of meme stocks, we could have already made a video remocking them and the lack of effort that they put into fighting for the people's question and answering what it is that we want done. Now, isn't it funny that those that are mocking us are those that we pay, and those that they are protecting are the ones that don't pay? We pay the most taxes, and they're protecting those that don't pay any taxes. And for a large part of the community that dislikes the current president and the administration and that particular party, they're actually the only party that is trying to go after the elitists and the one percenters by way of taxing them at a fair level, or at least at the level of rate that they generate money. They generate so much money, yet they don't have to pay anything close to what we have to pay here as the middle and lower class. And you know, that is the one thing that you guys do have to hang your hats on this situation, is that they at least put something in place to try to get these people to pay a fair share of taxes. So I hope you can understand the irony of this situation. Those that are paying the most taxes are not getting any help, and those that pay the least amount of taxes, they're being protected. Going back to what I had hoped that we could accomplish months ago, and you know, you guys have to understand, and yes, I had a situation in my life recently that kind of humbled me, and it kind of took away a little bit of the aggression that I used to have in this stock play. But if you were somebody on the other end watching me, you should have understood that if I had this much energy previously in my videos, and that means that I actually had a large investment of emotion also into this stock play. See, you have to understand, this is just not even about money anymore. This is about all of our time. We've now been invested, or we have invested a year and a half into this stock play of time. On your end, you've been watching videos day in and day out of content creators, listening to what the next catalyst is, what is the DD, what is the TA. And on my end, I've had to create videos to kind of try to open the community's eyes, keep them on board, and in certain situations, try to figure out what kind of action we can take, because I knew that we would be here. But now I'm trying to do things a little bit differently. And for example, I just want you guys to know that I follow a different stock right now that screams even more that there's corruption in the stock market, and that is Redbox, ticker symbol rdbx. And there is now a content creator that has been born through that stock symbol, and he's on every day basically showing everybody that that stock has an extremely small float, and the utilization is at 100%. The short interest is over 160%, which makes absolutely no sense, as you guys can do simple math. How do you short over 100% of anything? But they're at over 160% of short interest in that stock, as well as they are paying about 800 plus cost to borrow fees on a daily basis. So look no further than Redbox just to show you that there are great lengths that those that are in power and in control of this stock market, the market makers, the hedge funds, the SEC, the CEOs, the companies, and all those that are in the way of actually paying us money for what we feel is right, they are not. And that stock can show you everything you need to see to let you know that yes, this is not a theory anymore. The stock market is fixed, it is corrupted, and they are cheating the system that we play under. So I'm going to end this video by telling you guys, look, just continue to hold strong. There is no timetable for this. I've given up on my timetables. I'm even going back on the timetable that I had set out before, which was the end of July, that I'd be done. If some of you are over leveraged in this position, I encourage you, do the same thing that I've done. Minimize your position. If you can't hold all of your money in there, continue to hold something that you are able to afford to hold, and do what you need to do in order to do what's in your best interest. You are no longer just holding for money anymore. You're holding for a lot more reasons than that. You're holding for change in this stock market. You're holding for money as well. You're holding for all the time you've got invested. You're holding for your family, and you're holding for the future of those that are going to invest in the stock market should it continue to operate. But before I go, I just want to let you guys know that just as you see this storm passing through, we are also in the midst of the storm that is the stock market in all of its corrupted ways and all the manipulation and cheating that's going on. And nothing easy has ever come without struggle. You know, it's not going to be easy. We are going to have to struggle, and we're here. This is game time. This is what we've been training for this whole time. This is why you've been watching YouTube the whole time. This is why we've been making videos, and why you have guys that cheerlead for people to hold, and why you have guys that offer technical analysis, and why you have guys that offer DD and all that stuff. But at this point, really, it doesn't matter anymore. You know why you hold, and you'll continue to hold. I am here holding with you, and we just have to see this through. There is no other choice anymore. Before I do go for real this time, though, I will just talk to those that are trading the stock. I really wish you would get on board with the rest of us, because trading the stock really hurts us. You're providing liquidity to the hedge funds in order to reshort us back down, and it just does not get this to go anywhere. But I'm going to leave you guys with that. Johnwicksnipin is out. Thank you very much for watching.